Hi there. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to ask you an important question. Are you wondering why your hard work isn't reflecting in your bank account? If so, I've got something that could change the game for you. With my Digital Product Accelerator one-on-one coaching program, I'm on a mission to help entrepreneurs like you bank consistent revenue without sacrificing your time or sanity. Imagine shifting from 90% client-facing work to enjoying consistent revenue from your digital products, all while reclaiming your time. You already know that you don't need another course, and a one-size-fits-all approach isn't going to cut it. What you need is a strategic, long-term plan tailored just for you. So if you're ready to build the profitable, freedom-giving business you've dreamed of, apply to work with me by going to destinycop.com/apply. I cannot wait to learn more about you and your business. Welcome to the Course Creators MBA podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Destiny Cop, and I help business owners increase their revenue with digital products and evergreen sales funnels. In this podcast, we go deep into the product and marketing strategies for digital product creators. We cover everything from digital product creation, how to market and sell your digital products, and just as important, how to find your ideal customer. Before I begin our show today, I want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by our popular Evergreen Funnel program, which helps you turn your digital product, which is your online course or membership, into a revenue-generating machine with an Evergreen sales funnel that runs on autopilot. You can learn more about the Evergreen Funnel by visiting the link in the show notes. Let's jump right into our show. Have you ever been told to live launch first before you go evergreen? There are definitely pros and cons to each method, and quite frankly, a lot of misinformation out there. In this podcast episode, I'll cover when you may want to live launch and when to start with an evergreen sales funnel. First, let's define what I mean when I talk about a live launch. A live launch involves a cart open and close period. You may have some live webinars scheduled, or you may choose to do something like a challenge where you warm up your audience by providing value over the course of 3 to 5 days and then interact with them in a Facebook group. There are a lot of benefits of doing a live launch, including the ability to create a high level of urgency around your cart close date. You also have many options around offering like a limited time bonus or early bird pricing to capture even more of that kind of fear of missing out feeling. In addition, with a live launch, you can interact with your audience in real time. This is a great opportunity to gain insight and feedback into their objections so you can address them. During a live launch, this gives you the chance to perfect your webinar or your live launch content so you can get the highest conversion as possible. And with the live launch, you have the opportunity to gain a huge cash injection into your business during that live launch period. So live launches tend to have a higher conversion rate because of this live component. You're working hard to build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience. Additionally, a live event generates excitement around your course, which helps with your conversion rate. The cons of a live launch are that live launches can be stressful. You may be doing a live webinar 2 to 3 times during your live launch, or leading a long 3 to 5 day challenge event. And during your cart open period, you are engaging with your audience to address their objections and present yourself as the expert to help them with your problem. So you're doing a lot of interactions there. And this is in addition to the weeks and weeks you spent previously getting ready for your launch and warming up your audience. It is difficult to be constantly on during your launch with the other demands in your business and life. Now, let's talk about what it means to sell your online course or membership via an evergreen sales funnel. So, evergreen means that your course is available for sale all year round. In many evergreen sales funnels, this is what that looks like. First, you have a lead magnet for your online course. This could be a recorded webinar or some other type of lead magnet like that. Then after the webinar, you continue to promote your online course or membership until the cart close date for the evergreen sales funnel. And one thing I do want to mention is that you can still create urgency in an evergreen sales funnel. For instance, one way to do this is to have a discount if they purchase by the cart close date. And then after that date, they can still purchase, but the price goes up. So let's talk about the benefits of going evergreen. So evergreen sales funnel are a lot less stressful as compared to a live launch. So you're spending your time setting up your evergreen sales funnel, which definitely takes a good amount of time. And then you don't have to touch it except to make tweaks here and there after you're reviewing your sales funnel stats. And the biggest benefit with going evergreen is that you can enjoy sales and new students coming in all year round without you having to put in that extra marketing effort that is required with a live launch. Now, the con of an evergreen sales funnel is that the conversion rate is typically much lower than a live launch event. So without that excitement of the live launch and the ability for you to interact with your audience live, while you're still going to get sales, they're going to be much lower. Now, but no matter what, an evergreen sales funnel is a great way to infuse cash into your business all year round with low stress. Now, let's talk about when should you do a live launch versus when should you go evergreen to sell your online course. Now, for many newer entrepreneurs, I recommend that they start with an evergreen sales funnel to promote and sell their online course. And this is a little bit different from some of the advice that you may have been given in the past when you're ready to sell your online course. A lot of times people will say, start with a live launch and then evergreen it once it converts. But here's why. I recommend that you start with an evergreen sales funnel for many newer entrepreneurs out there. And that's because, number one, when you're just starting out, you typically don't have a large enough warm audience to fill up a webinar or challenge group, even if you're running Facebook and Instagram ads. And some of you probably listening here can relate to the story that I'm about to tell. Now, here's a typical kind of a live launch experience for a lot of newer entrepreneurs. So you were told to live launch first, so you gave it a shot. You invited your email list, which is relatively small, and maybe you got around 50 or 100 or so registrants. But only a handful of them showed up live. Not, that's pretty normal, right? When you have 50 or maybe even 100 registrants. And, maybe you got 5 or 10 sales either on the webinar or through your live launch sales funnel. Not too bad, but still not the results you were expecting. And that's because to really see the results with the live launch, and based on all that work you probably did for that live launch, you need to have a large enough budget for paid ads. For example, probably investing $1,000 isn't going to cut it in many cases. The other thing you need a big enough warm audience to fill up a challenge or a big, webinar or challenge type event. The other thing I want you to keep in mind is that people coming into your world through your launch, even through paid ads, they're likely going to take some time before they're going to convert to a paying student. So if they don't buy in this launch, they may purchase down the road. So a good number to know, and everybody should know this as you get more data from your sales funnel stats and your email list. So a good number to know is how long do people stay on your list before they end up buying from you. Okay. So if you do a live launch and you have some paid ads and you get some people through your paid ads, they might not purchase the first live launch that you have. They may purchase, 2 or 3 live launches down the road. So all of this is based on my experience as a former Facebook and Instagram ads consultant and understanding who saw results in their live launches and who generally did not. So going back to kind of what I said earlier, to be successful in your live launch, you need to have a big enough warm audience. So think about your email list and how long have they been on your email list. And you need to have a good enough budget, a large enough budget for paid ads, and keep investing in those paid ads to get those people warmed up. And so they know, like, and trust you. So my recommendation for newer entrepreneurs who still need to build and warm up their audience is to start selling via an evergreen sales funnel. And then when you're ready, which means when you have the funds to really invest in paid ads and you've grown your email list and you have a large enough warm audience, I want you to layer on that live launch over your evergreen sales funnel to get that large cash injection into your business. Then you can do a webinar launch, a challenge launch, or even a virtual summit launch where you're utilizing other people's audience to help you fill up your launch funnel. So if you can relate to what I talked about today about live launches and you're interested in exploring or setting up an evergreen sales funnel, we have opened up our doors to our digital product accelerator program. So this program is an accountability and mindset support coaching program, plus marketing consulting to help you set up your evergreen marketing system to enroll students on autopilot. Now, this is a high touch program that we have, and we're going to take out the guesswork so you know exactly what you need to do to achieve your goals, and you will have an accountability partner right by your side to help you with them. And you can learn more about this application only program by visiting oneclickmba.com/accelerator. And I'm going to put this link in the show notes for you. And I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And if you can relate to anything about what I said here about live launches versus evergreen sales funnel, I want you to send me a quick DM on Instagram at @DestinyCop or screenshot this episode and let me know what was your key takeaway. I would love, love, love to hear from you. Bye for now. Thanks for listening all the way to the end. If you found value in this episode, I'd love a quick review on whatever podcast platform you're listening on. If you don't know what to say in the review, just say, Destiny, I loved your episode on whatever topic you're listening to. This will help us get our content out to more people just like you. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.